Peace. What's happening, good people? This gift here for Payusnomind, and let's talk about selling your royalties as NFTs. Now, if you don't know what NFTs are, I got some videos you might want to check out. Links in the description box, cards, and end screens. Now, when it comes to selling royalties, it's not a completely foreign concept, not a brand new concept. You've already had companies like Royalty Exchange and Vest that have already been facilitating the whole process of selling royalties. The difference is the fact that with those platforms, if I bought your royalties for $500 and then the royalties increased in value and I was able to sell them for $10,000, you would just be on the other side of the window in the rain looking through sad and lonely. And with NFTs, you can bake in a royalty and you can say, I want 20% of every resale, 30% of every resale, whatever you choose. And if I bought your royalties for $500 and resold them for $10,000, you would get 20% of that resale or 30% or whatever you chose to collect. So you would be able to profit from me reselling the royalties. So that is like a big draw to doing this whole thing through NFTs. Now, what becomes complicated is the whole aspect of the royalties part, right? The royalties part. That's what complicates things because there's a lot to think about that I don't know if everybody really considers. So when it comes to selling your royalties, it's not just one thing that your royalties are. There are multiple aspects of your royalties, multiple types of royalties. So you say, you get my royalties when you buy this NFT. Question, which royalties? Is it your sound recording royalties? Is it your publishing royalties? If it's your publishing royalties, which publishing royalties? Is it your mechanicals? Is it your performance? So you have to determine which set of royalties are you giving people. And depending on which type of royalties you're giving people, it can get really complicated. So let's start off with the simplest one, sound recording. If you are giving away your sound recording royalties, that's pretty simple, right? You would think you go through your digital distributor that has a split pay mechanism like a DistroKid, and all you got to do is list all of your investors as people you're splitting revenue with. Still cumbersome because you got to get down what percentage everybody is owed and input that and everything like that, but not impossible. So you go do that. Everybody gets paid whenever your digital distributor collects revenue for you, pays out everybody. What's complicated is you said sound recording revenue, and sound recording revenue isn't restricted to what your digital distributor collects. Your digital distributor collects revenue for digital service providers that they distribute to. So that's Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, iTunes. If you sell music on your website, if you sell music through Bandcamp, if you sell physical music, vinyl, CDs, cassettes, things that you sell at live shows, USB sticks, those people who bought the right to the royalties for your sound recording are entitled to those sales. They're entitled to the revenue from the sales from your website and from Bandcamp and from your physical sales. So you've got accounting to do. You've got to go and do all of the calculations and send manual payments to all of these people from those sales, or just don't sell your music outside of the places that your digital distributor distributes to. So that's one thing that you have to take into consideration. Now, when it comes to the publishing aspect of it, and your mechanicals and your performance royalties, you have entities that are responsible for collecting those royalties, like Harry Fox Agency and ASCAP. And in order to split revenue with other people and have them facilitated, you would have to register those people as co-writers to the work, which is something that I don't know if you want to do. Registering all of the people that have invested in your work as co-writers of the work. And even if you did, you still have the part of what if it was a collaborative work? Like me and you wrote a song together. I'm entitled to 50% of that song. You're entitled to 50% of that song. If you go in and start giving all of these other people cut to the song, that's cutting into my cut. I didn't agree for these people to get a percentage of my money. You agreed that they could get a percentage of your money. So why are they taking from me? That is a see me in court type of situation, because ASCAP and Harry Fox Agency and those types of platforms don't have an infrastructure to be able to just split your cut of the revenue. That's something that you got to do on your own. So you would have to take whatever quarterly payments you got and send manual payments out to all of your investors. And if you didn't do that and just listed all of those people as co-writers, and I'm a co-writer with you, then again, you're playing the game of see me in court. And that is not the only game you're playing. You're also playing a game of don't get caught, because you got what's called the Howey test, which determines whether what you're selling is a security, effectively a stock. Is it a stock? And what the guidelines state is that it's all based around the expectation of profit, whether somebody is buying it expecting to make money from it. And if you are selling somebody your royalties as an NFT, there's an expectation of profit. These people that are buying it expect to make money from it. And the other end of the Howey test is through the work and the effort of a third party. You are the third party. You're the one that is driving the value of the revenue for the royalties. So both of those things together means that it's probably highly likely that your NFT is a security. So that is another thing that you got to take into consideration. Now, particularly in hip hop, man, we've been skirting the laws since forever. You know, songs with unauthorized copyrights, all sorts of samples, unauthorized remixes. We just be doing whatever. But we are usually dealing with a record company or artists or a publishing company or something like that, and them coming after you. This is the government. And I don't know if you want to play those government games of having those kinds of folks on your ASS. You know what I'm saying? So that is something that you really want to take into strong consideration. The whole Howey test, is it a security thing? So if I am selling my song, or I'm selling the royalties to my song as an NFT, how would I go about it? What would I tell an artist that was trying to do something like this? I would say, one, you would only sell the royalties to the sound recording. So that's one. One, only sell the royalties to the sound recording. Two, specifically the royalties driven by streams. So only the royalties from the streaming revenue. So sound recording royalties, but only the royalties from streaming revenue. Three, if you are selling your publishing, your mechanicals, your performance, or something like that, I would use a third-party platform that already has the infrastructure to facilitate something like that, like Royalty Exchange. Royalty Exchange has their royalty NFTs that they sell. You have Opulus that allows artists to sell copyright NFTs that split your revenue and everything like that, and they've got the infrastructure to collect it and pay it out and stuff like that. So that's what I would do in that sense if you're doing the publishing. And number four, very important rule here, don't get caught. Do not get caught. All right, good people. Now, if you have experience with selling your NFTs, your royalties as NFTs, and you want to share some information with people, definitely comment below. If you have any questions, you could comment as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video, all of that good stuff. If y'all want to hit me up, you can at Payusnomind on Instagram, at Payusnomind on Twitter, payusnomind@gmail.com. This is Gift signing off. Pay us no mind. Peace, good people. One.